My experience with Zoe Saldana on a personal level was that when I moved to California to start my transition in 2017, I had been contacted by Zoe Saldana's staff. Their team had heard about me as a LGBTQ business owner and wanted to do like an interview with me. That Zoe Saldana had a website where she was showcasing LGBTQ folks of color who are starting or have started their own businesses. And I had started my cooking show, and now I was taking my show on the road by cooking and selling at the farmers markets in California. And Zoe Saldana had heard about my project. In my home, they interviewed me. I wasn't looking like this. I had just started my transition. They had a whole day of filming at home in my apartment. And as I was setting up my food stand and cooking, they were filming the whole thing, process by process. And then what happened after that was that the footage and the interview and everything never got on that website. And I was checking. And the contacts that I had, which contacted me to set up the interview to film me, was in touch with them, leaving messages to find out what happened to the footage and why I wasn't selected to be on the site. And so after maybe 3 months of checking and feeling like I was madly ghosted, I stopped checking the website and built a resentment over Zoe Saldana. Isn't that cute? Because that was a whole day of filming and having these people film everything and interrupt a bit of a workflow. But I felt it was really going to be a good thing for me to give me exposure, make a connection with Zoe Saldana. Who wouldn't want to make a connection with an artist, an actor of that caliber, right? She's famous. No, the footage never got to the site, and I don't even know if the site still exists. I forget what the name of the site was. She had a big crew that came and they filmed, and we have a group shot picture of the crew. And so it's on my Instagram. I'll post this image here in this video so you all don't think I'm fucking bugging out. There was reluctance about seeing Emilia Perez because of that. The Zoe Saldana diss. I got mad diss by her and her team. And then secondly, what I was hearing about the movie and the trans perspective being not a favorable portrayal of trans life and individuals, I was disappointed about that. And also, I consider myself to be an actor, that I didn't get to break the glass as a trans artist. I have not been famous. I was on Chopped as one of the first trans Latina non-binary contestants. That wasn't enough for me. I had very high expectations of where I wanted to go as a trans artist, chef, and music producer as I am. I didn't score like Carla Sofia scored as like the first trans actor to be nominated for an Oscar. That was supposed to go to me, Zoe. I knew you. Well, I was connected with you in 2017, girl. Why didn't you hook me up? So there was all of that resentment and anger that I had, disappointment all these years with my creative work that I haven't scored, mild scoring here on YouTube, mild scoring with downloads of music, but I was hating. I was doing my own form of hating. And so having that little resentment with Zoe, she didn't know me to let me be in that movie with her. She didn't give me the opportunity. And then the trans vibe that I was hearing through media, that was a wacky trans identity vibe that they had going on there. It's like, I don't want to see it. So a very good friend of mine called me up. It's like, I want you to see this movie. And I'm like, no, I don't want to see it. Glad is not in favor of the movie. I'm not going to go see it. There's a lot of talk that this is whack. The movie's whack. I'm not going to go see it. My friend's like, come on, please. I want to buy tickets for us. I'll treat you. We'll go out to dinner. Come see it, please. I was like, okay. And we went to see it yesterday.